Imagine a time when the greatest empire in the world was ruled by a philosopher king. His wisdom and virtue guided millions, and his words still resonate through the ages. But what if this great ruler made a mistake so profound that it almost tore his legacy apart? Today, we explore the biggest mistake of Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, and uncover the timeless lessons of resilience and wisdom he left behind. Marcus Aurelius is often hailed as the embodiment of the Philosopher King, a ruler who brought wisdom and virtue to the throne of the Roman Empire. His reflections, compiled in the timeless work Meditations, continue to inspire people to this day. Yet, even the most enlightened leaders can falter. Marcus Aurelius made a significant error during his reign, a decision that not only impacted his legacy but also offers a compelling lesson in Stoic resilience and the human condition. Setting the stage, the Golden Age of the Antonines. Imagine the Roman Empire at its zenith, a sprawling dominion of wealth, culture, and power. Marcus Aurelius, the last of the 5 good emperors, presided over this era with a keen sense of duty and philosophical insight. His reign was marked by constant warfare on the empire's frontiers, yet he maintained an unwavering commitment to Stoic principles, guiding his actions with reason, justice, and a profound sense of duty. Amidst the battles and political machinations, Marcus Aurelius faced a personal challenge that would test his Stoic resilience more than any external threat. This challenge came not from a barbarian horde or a political rival, but from within his own family, his son, Commodus. The fatal decision, appointing Commodus. As Marcus Aurelius grew older, the question of succession loomed large. He had several children, but only Commodus survived into adulthood. In a decision that would later be scrutinized and criticized, Marcus Aurelius chose Commodus as his heir. It was a move driven by a mixture of hope, familial duty, and perhaps an underestimation of his son's flaws. Why was this a mistake? Commodus, unlike his father, lacked the virtues of a Stoic philosopher. He was indulgent, erratic, and more interested in personal glory than the welfare of the state. His reign, beginning in 180 AD, quickly descended into chaos. Commodus' fascination with gladiatorial combat and his penchant for cruelty alienated the Senate and the people of Rome. The empire, which had been a beacon of stability, began to unravel under his misrule. The immediate consequences. Under Commodus, the Roman Empire saw a dramatic shift. The careful governance and philosophical underpinnings of Marcus Aurelius were replaced by extravagance and tyranny. Commodus' actions led to political instability. Commodus' disregard for the Senate and his reliance on favorites led to political chaos. Competent administrators were replaced with sycophants, eroding the effectiveness of governance. Economic decline. The lavish expenditures on games and personal luxuries drained the empire's coffers. Economic policies became erratic, contributing to financial instability. Moral decay. The moral fabric of Roman society began to fray as Commodus indulged in excesses, setting a poor example for his subjects. Marcus Aurelius, had he foreseen these outcomes, would have been devastated. His life's work to instill Stoic virtues in his son seemed in vain, and the empire he sought to protect was now under threat from within. Stoic reflection on mistakes. The teachings of Stoicism, however, offer a pathway through such despair. Stoicism doesn't promise a life free from error but emphasizes resilience and growth through adversity. Marcus Aurelius himself reflected on human fallibility in his Meditations, writing, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This quote underscores the Stoic practice of memento mori, the contemplation of mortality as a guide to virtuous living. Learning from the mistake, Stoic lessons. 1. The limits of control. One of the foundational principles of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control, understanding what is within our power and what is not. Marcus Aurelius' mistake highlights this lesson profoundly. Despite his wisdom and efforts, he could not control the innate character of his son. Lesson: focus on what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and responses. Accept that some outcomes are beyond your influence and adapt accordingly. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This means turning obstacles into opportunities for growth. 2. The importance of choosing successors wisely. The decision to appoint a successor is crucial, especially for those in positions of great responsibility. Marcus Aurelius' choice serves as a reminder of the importance of careful deliberation and the evaluation of character over lineage. Lesson: in leadership roles, prioritize competence and virtue over familial or personal ties. Ensure that those who follow you are capable of upholding the values and responsibilities of the position. This applies not only to empires but also to businesses, communities, and families. 3. The role of resilience in recovery. Stoic resilience involves accepting mistakes, learning from them, and moving forward with renewed wisdom. While Marcus Aurelius could not undo the appointment of Commodus, the Stoic approach would be to focus on mitigating the damage and continuing to act virtuously. Lesson: when faced with the consequences of a mistake, concentrate on constructive actions and maintaining integrity. Use the experience as a catalyst for growth and improvement. Marcus Aurelius advised, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. B1. A narrative of recovery. Despite the turmoil wrought by Commodus, the principles of Stoicism offer a pathway to recovery and resilience. Imagine Marcus Aurelius, in his later years, reflecting on his decision with a heavy heart yet unbroken spirit. He would have turned to his writings and philosophical meditations for solace and guidance. 1. Self-reflection and acceptance. Marcus Aurelius would have spent countless hours in contemplation, acknowledging his error but not succumbing to despair. He would have reminded himself, if someone is able to show me that what I think or do is not right, I will happily change, for I seek the truth, by which no one was ever truly harmed. 2. Taking constructive action. Knowing that he could not change the past, Marcus Aurelius would have focused on the present moment. He would have sought to mitigate the damage by advising and supporting competent officials who could stabilize the empire. His actions would be guided by the Stoic principle of living in accordance with nature and reason. 3. Inspiring future generations. Even though Marcus Aurelius could not directly rectify his mistake, his legacy lived on through his philosophical writings. Meditations continues to inspire countless individuals to live virtuously and resiliently. His reflections serve as a beacon of wisdom, encouraging others to learn from his experiences and strive for a life of integrity. Applying Stoic principles today. 1. Self-reflection. Regular self-reflection is vital in identifying and learning from mistakes. Take time each day to examine your actions and decisions. Ask yourself, what did I do well today? What could I have done better? This practice, inspired by Marcus Aurelius, fosters continuous personal growth. 2. Seeking truth. Be open to feedback and willing to change your views when presented with new evidence. This aligns with the Stoic pursuit of truth and wisdom. Remember, admitting a mistake is not a sign of weakness but of intellectual honesty and strength. 3. Building resilience. Cultivate resilience by embracing challenges and setbacks as opportunities for development. The Stoic mindset encourages viewing difficulties as tests of character. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This perspective transforms obstacles into pathways for progress. 4. Prioritizing virtue. In all decisions, prioritize virtue over convenience or personal gain. A virtuous life leads to long-term fulfillment and stability, both personally and within a community. Strive to act with wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, the cardinal virtues of Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius' biggest mistake, the appointment of Commodus, offers profound lessons in Stoic resilience and leadership. By acknowledging the limits of control, emphasizing the importance of careful decision-making, and demonstrating the power of resilience, we can learn to navigate our own challenges with greater wisdom and integrity. Incorporating these Stoic principles into your daily life will help you handle mistakes more effectively, recover with grace, and continue on the path of personal growth. Remember, even the greatest philosophers make mistakes. What sets them apart is their ability to learn, adapt, and maintain their commitment to virtue. So, can Marcus Aurelius recover? The answer lies not in reversing the past but in how his example continues to inspire us to seek truth, act virtuously, and face our own errors with Stoic resilience. As we navigate our lives, let us draw from his wisdom and strive to embody the Stoic virtues that lead to a life of fulfillment and tranquility.